And a very warm welcome to football fans around the world, in Australia and especially here in New South Wales. This is match day 11 of the National Premier League Women's Competition, coming to you live on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel this afternoon. Starting off today from Northbridge Oval, we have the Bulls Academy versus Manly United in a game that has all the potential to be an instant classic. My name is Don Rizzuto, and it is a pleasure to be here once again with you, calling the greatest game of all, the beautiful game, the world game, and what is the Northern Derby these days between the Bulls Academy based here in North Sydney and this Manly United side that are about 30 minutes down Military Road and have travelled up here today on the back of a victory to move themselves up into 7th place. And they travel to face the in-form 3rd place Bulls Academy, who have been in electric form this season. We're a little bit delayed today, so if you were expecting the 2:30 kickoff, we do apologise, but we are close to getting underway. Referees are in the middle and they're ready to kick things off. An intriguing game for both sides. Routine formalities for the home side, who, off the back of a 6-0 thumping of Sydney University last week, they look to maybe replicate that this week against a side that actually sits below Sydney University and Manly United. For Manly, it's been an indifferent start as we approach the halfway mark of 2026. Having picked up almost maximum points from all the sides that sit below them, they have failed yet to pick up a point against what is shaping up to be an ominous top 4 for the rest of the season. Perhaps this is the time that they will use to get themselves up into the upper echelons of this competition, which they will need to today if they are to stand any chance of picking up some points and staying with the top 4. As we're underway here from Northbridge, as we start off with my favourite thing to see, a kickoff routine, which, needless to say, is a little high risk, low reward most of the time. Let's start off with the teams for you as well today. In goals and putting the ball down now for Manly is Jodie Drever. Grace Arnold sits at the back alongside Ruby Jackson. Emma Bates is in number 4 and Nicole Stewart is up on the wing in number 5. Chloe O'Brien is back this week, sitting in the middle of the park alongside Ava Roberts. Kayla Osborne is in the side once again, and Brindley Gentle, the top goal scorer, sits up top alongside Emily Minette. On the bench, Lucy Richards drops to the bench following a starting stint last week. Halal Smith is in 19. Ellie Kerr, Sarah Whelan, Mackenzie Jeffs, Sienna Dale and Georgia Ritchie rounding out the side for Manly. The only big change is the admission of Zorden, who scored the winner last week for them in their 1-0 win over the Stingrays, going back to the reserve grade side, or the under-20 side, as they move the ball downfield. We'll get to the home side in a minute as Minette picks up the ball and switches it right to Kaspersis, who's playing left back again. Right back, I should say there. But there's nothing happening on that occasion. Just pinging around and eventually goes out for a throw for Manly. For the home side, Ashley Hughes is in goals. Patria Phillips will start up top once again. Gemma Ferris is at the back in the captain armband. Elizabeth Borwick-Gray, Claudia Valletta are in the side once again. Amber Luchmaja is back in the number 9 jumper. Jasmine Mealy will play fullback once again. Olivia Vanderlaan, top scorer, will play alongside Luchmaja up top. Jainaya Dos Santos, Arden Sujan and Jade Gouchon round out the starting side. Sienna Hawkins Anna Horger-Scott, Tamira Souza, Daniela Naimi, Aisha Franklin, Ashley Henneberry and Lily Taylor round out the bench. As we're a couple of minutes into this game, it's this sort of imposing side of Manly United size-wise up against the very talented and youthful Bulls team. O'Brien plays it out to Manette, who will keep this ball in. Tries to find a teammate. Does so on the second attempt. No foul there as Caspers is pushed to the ground. Here comes Phillips, who struggles under the challenge of O'Brien. And then eventually gives the ball away. Teamwork here between the Manly midfielder and the fullback as they try to play the ball up top towards Gentle. Second top goal scorer this season, not just for Manly, in the competition. 7 to her name. Should be looking to add to that tally today. That's probably Manly's biggest problem, is that outside of the goals that Gentle has provided, there hasn't been goals from other areas of the park. Valletta now with the ball in hand. Goes out for another throw for the Bulls, who were electric last week, as I mentioned. 6-0 against an impressive senior uni side. They sit in 5th, so a real statement victory for them as they bring the ball forward now. It's a poor pass, though. It's cut out. And now Manly look to break, but the pass through to Gentle is a poor one. And they let the home side off the hook. And now Valletta storms forward. Going to be end-to-end this one is Gouchon. Borwick Gray now. Come back to Farris. Goes over the top towards Valletta, who keeps it in well. Gouchon with a good turn and a strike. Didn't have the purchase on it. And on the first bounce, Jodie Drever is well and truly behind the save. For that ball again up to Osborne. His first touch wasn't superb, but she gets away with it and wins the throw. Capesas with the throw and then just hoisted forward by Manette. Stewart is chasing. Borwick Gray calm under pressure. Farris fires Gouchon. Just to play it around the corner to Phillips, but Jackson in as well. And Manette picks it up and plays it towards Gentle, who brings it down well and just tries a little snapshot. Not a bad effort from where she was under pressure on the defender. Would have required a lot to have beaten the keeper from there, but considering the angle, the first warning shot is fired from Manly. It's Farris, who's put under pressure from the pass out from the keeper. Just gets rid of it. And they don't make it count, Manly, with the press that was successful initially. Here's Roberts now. And then all the way back, Emma Bates goes. And then Drever just plays a siving ball through the middle. She gets away with it in the end. Jackson is niggled at and eventually awarded the free kick for the clip of the ankle. Switch it across now easily for Roberts. It's not a great piece of passing there between the Manly players, but they get away with it. Osborne tries to play Cabezas down the line. Can't find the intended target. And that's good housing there from Arnold. Tries to find Gentle. Just rolls away from the striker. So far Manly, full of effort, full of running. Bates goes back to Drever, who then does well with the clearance. Cabezas brings it down well. Finds O'Brien, the veteran. Tries to play one forward, but can't get the purchase on the pass. And that's a good ball through to Lutschmeyer, who's onside. First opening chance here for the Bulls, but Arnold is back brilliantly in defence. Wonderful covering tackle from the fullback. All money there. The number 9 was in to score there. But great recover from the Manly player. Danger's not over yet, though, as they play with the ball out of the back and lose it under the pressure. It will be a free kick. Pushing the back by Gouchon. Hoisted upfield towards Manette, who brings it down well to Osborne, who then tries to play a ball forward to either O'Brien or Gentle. It was a bit of a shank. It didn't provide any real threat towards the Bulls' defence, and they've just turned it into attack. Here's Lutschmeyer now on the counter, trying to find a room. Here's Phillips. Just can't find either side of Drever. But that seems to be the tactic at the moment. Pounce on Manly when the defence gets stretched. Gentle flicks it onto Manette. Valletta's got to be careful. Wins the throw in the end. Still in play here. And Jackson goes home for safety. Drever goes long, busy so far. This game, the goalkeeper, plenty of touches of the ball. Osborne tries to steal a yard. Still in here for Manly. The ball just ricocheting around. Aspers is not strong on the ball, but Bates is. And Manly retrieve possession. Oh, Drever with a poor giveaway, and this is a chance. Olivia Vanderland looking for another one in 2026. The first touch, not quite what she wanted. Sat behind her. She just chopped at it. It went over the crossbar. Manly continuing to play out from the back. Not really caring too much of the risk that comes with that style of play. Bates with a huge flick on. Manette is surely offside, you would think. They're going to play it on anyway, and then she's going to finish into the bottom corner just for practice. But that is then the play for Manly over the top. They have two very big targets to aim at. In Manette and Gentle, both very good in the air. Hoisted forward and then headed away well. Osborne will get there first. Manly win the throw there. Here's Manette now. Jackson is guilty of giving the ball away. And Phillips not in the game much yet. The dynamic centre attacking midfielder. He's been harassed by Jackson and Osborne so far. Osborne with some brilliant footwork, and then Jackson is found. Osborne is found, excuse me. Advantage not played. And that ball flew from the net. Almost had the angle to find Stewart, who would have been onside. And they'll go long again. No, they won't. They go short. Some brave running from Roberts here, the centre half. It's a great work in the end. Fortune favours the brave. Osborne's ball to Stewart. Intercepted. Let's touch a little heavy. Oh, well won by Arnold. He's having a great game so far and wins a free kick as well. Good opportunity now for Manly with the first set piece of the afternoon. Quarter of an hour gone, and they are well and truly in this contest. They know the importance of the 3 points today. Bates standing over it alongside Arnold. You wouldn't think they'd go for goal from here, you would have thought. They do, and it's not a bad effort. But Hughes had a infinite amount of time to see it coming. Oh, and a very confident piece of seal from Barwick Gray. And it's opened up the opportunity on that right-hand side, but the pass from Schmeier is just too much for Van der Land to get onto. Stewart does well. Oh, good bit of footwork there from Dos Santos. Osborne does well to hold the ball up. And just calm Manly down a little bit. Stewart can't find a way through. But Jackson is firm in the tackle, and now Stewart tries to go down the sideline. Still in field of play here. This could go out for a corner if Barwick Gray can keep it in, and she does. Ball's on the right to switch it, and here's Phillips now, back into Valletta. Just misses the initial run. Valletta is pressed. And the ball's played towards the rampaging fullback, but Osborne's pass is overhit. Both sides just looking for that final pass to click for them. Valletta steals a couple of yards down the sideline. It's Gouchon. Phillips as well to find Lushmar. Handball. As it just bounced up awkwardly for the striker. Not intentional, of course. Roberts to Bates, back to Drever. And she goes long to Osborne. Header from Valletta. Goes straight to a Manly player, and now they can bring the ball forward. It's not a great pass, though, from Arnold. Gentle wins the ball back well and finds Osborne in some space, who gets it through to Manette, who has Stewart out wide, has a go herself. Barrett Gray stands in the way. But just has to see it out of play as she has no willing runners around her. Just a bit flat so far, the home side. Here comes Phillips trying to get involved. Dropping deeper to receive possession. Once again, Arnold is in well. Good ball from the centre half, and the advantages play off the handball. Valletta chops back onto the other side. Phillips, lovely ball into Luchmeyer, trying to find a way through, can't do so, and the ball then is just cleared away by Manly. Gouchon tries to find Luchmeyer. Quietly to a Bulls player, it doesn't. Some sustained pressure here from the home side. Valletta can't find Gouchon with the pass. Nothing fancy about that one from O'Brien. Sends it out and sends it far away from danger. Here's Osborne. Finds Gentle. Stewart to Gentle, and that's a lovely pass out to O'Brien. Tries to find Stewart down the line, but the pass is too heavy. Well, has to be careful here. And that will go out for a corner for Manly. Not even sure what Barrett Gray thought there. That ball probably had enough pace to roll out of the field of play in the end. And then gave a very soft pass back to the keeper. With no choice but just to throw a leg at it. As Stewart pressed well. Manly crowd the keeper, and crowd that 6-yard box. Nearly every player in a blue and black shirt in there. Ball comes in, and it's over the top and out of the field of play. Disappointing end there for Manly, who had a good opportunity. Arnold's cross with far too many wee picks on it. Headed back from Jackson after the goal clearance doesn't go towards a black shirt. Terrace and gentle tussle. Captain home side not a fan of the extra attention. Press from the Bulls is good, but Manly play out. But then Arnold is guilty of giving away a poor ball, and Phillips picks it up. Vanderland switches it wide to Gouchon. This is danger here for Manly. Gouchon trying to get it onto the left foot. Does so eventually, chips it towards Luchmeyer, and it's a great goal. Well, that had been the danger. Manly had persisted with playing the ball out from the back. Grace Arnold, who had produced a poor corner previously, follows it up with a poor pass to give the ball away in the middle of the field. And a wonderful piece of work on the wing by Gouchon. Teed the ball up brilliantly, and it was an easy header home for Amber Luchmeyer to put her side up. 1 goal to the good. Bulls 1, Manly 0. And again, Manly have to be smart. Just go long this time. Sean's strength holds the ball up well, and now the home side have the wind behind them. The letter had to go back. Lovely heel from Valletta. Gouchon's cross didn't quite find a target on that occasion. Schmeier was waiting, but it never sat down for the volley. Osborne tried a pass that was never really going to go past the defender. She got away with it in the end, and another poor pass from Manly. This time Annette guilty of that. And allows the balls to come forward again with Dos Santos. Tries to Phillips in the middle, unmarked. Couldn't find her though. Here's Stewart now. Needs some support. With Arnold, finds Gentle. Just holds the ball up. Finds Chloe O'Brien. Gets it across to Kespers, who's going to keep this in. Looking for options. Tries to find Gentle. Comes to Osborne with a wonderful strike, and it's 1-1 out of nothing. Well, she's been Manly's best so far today, and just proved it why. With a thunderous effort into the far bottom corner. No chance for Hughes in goal. And it's game on here at Northbridge Oval. Manly United not deterred by the setback. And they are level after just about 90 seconds. They finally worked the ball from one side of the field to the other and earned the right to go wide. And then the cross initially from Kaspesis was intercepted. It fell kindly to the midfielder, who didn't think twice about it and sweetly struck it home. You won't see a better goal or finish this season. Now, what will that do to this game? It had been cagey. It needed a couple of goals, and we got that bang-bang style. And the crowd is up on its feet here at Northbridge. Schmeier missed the first pass. But Northbridge still have the throw. Dos Santos stuck in a corner. Long throw into the box. Van der Laan just hooks it over the top of her head. But the goalkeeper in a good position. Long ball up to Gentle. Paraguay wins the header initially, but it does go backwards. Gouchon gets it to Van der Laan. Has the run of Phillips, and here they come, the balls with Phillips. The trio Phillips doesn't have anywhere to go. And here comes Manette. Tries to keep it in and wins the throw. Bates brings it forward, looking for options. Manly continuing to hustle and frustrate the home side, particularly with their size. It's good fall kindly for anybody. Eventually, it's Dos Santos that wins it. Oh, lovely turn from Osborne. He's having a game out there at the moment. Referee doesn't pull the flag up there, though. And now Phillips tries to play in Van der Laan, but the goalkeeper is well positioned. Again, Jodie Drever. And she just hoists that one downfield. And Stewart could get on the end of this. In the end, it's once again a convincing piece of defending from Barwick Gray. Bates to Osborne. To Arnold, to Stewart, who's onside. If she can keep this in, it's going to be an opportunity for a cross, but it just rolls out of play. there for the header, then kind of pulled out of it last minute. Valletta as well.
Let's go, Bulls!
Manly a bit sloppy there from the throw. Get away with it in the end. Manly give the ball away there though, but good work by Stewart. Keeps the ball in as well. Finds Gentle, but the layoff is poor on the striker who hasn't found the rhythm just yet. Get away with that one there as well. Pass a little soft as well. Ball was just teasing. No defence and attack there as it trickled towards the 18-yard box. Jackson has a pocket picked by Phillips. Vanderland can't find Gouchon, who would come in field. Oh, this is lovely play from the Bulls. Here's Vanderland trying to find a pass through. Can't do it, and now Roberts can storm forward. Roberts into Stewart, who's onside. Oh, that's a big call from the official. What? Not sure about that one. Bulls breathe a sigh of relief. If there's anything goes in their favour, Manly won't be too hard done by, but the pass forward was a bit overhit. Don't know if Stewart would have got there ahead of either the dead ball line or Hughes in goals. All that wide now to Luchmeyer, who's taken up a bit more of a wing position. Finds Phillips. Quick feet. Good tackle. Important one from Bates. Manly survive. And now Brian needs to find Stewart and does so. Just a bit too long to get the ball out to the winger. Guilty of holding on for it for too long. Ping-ponging around. Couldn't bring it under control. Now a set-piece opportunity for the home side. Farris to just launch it in there. Doesn't get past the 18-yard line, and it's well headed away by Bates. Manly put the pressure on. Dos Santos now. They play around the press very well here. Phillips can't find Vanderland's run. It's another good interception by Roberts. Good touch from Luchmeyer. And that's a good cross too, into the middle. Valletta looking for a shot. Santos forced to go back. Sajan now. And O'Brien wins the tackle well, and that's a coming together that's resulted in a free kick for Manly. What will Manly do here? To go short again would be my guess, and it is true. Bates looks for Manette. If you can find Stewart, she can. Onside, well and truly, Arnold comes in across. Here's Gentle, and it's been bundled in. Will this be a free kick? I think it will be. It was a brave coming together between Hughes and Gentle. a fair call as well. Gentle did go for the ball. It was just there a second too late in the end. Collided into the keeper. An unusual ball forward. Osborne's intercept does go out of play, so they'll go and do that again, the home side. So John trying to get more involved in the play. There's this ball forward. Is intercepted initially, but it's fallen kindly for Dos Santos. Here's Osborne. Finds Manette. A touch from the veteran striker. A good ball from Roberts initially, but then Gentle is guilty of overplaying her hand with a flick ball over the top, which was probably unnecessary. Go back again. Reset. Just over 5 minutes remaining. Bates has to be quick and gets the ball out well. And then a lovely ball down to Stewart here. It was Arnold into Stewart, but the pass is initially poor. Now the switch comes. But Manette has worked hard to get it back and to send it out of play. Jackson, one-on-one with Dos Santos as she backs into her. Throw will eventually be taken. Both players just take a breather after coming together. Long throw forward to Gentle, whose header is good. Osborne's flick over the top. Finds Gentle again. Just tries to play Stewart in now. Barrett Gray with a good header. O'Brien is there. Falls to Osborne. Will we have a second for it? No, not this time. Valletta steps in at the right time. And Arnold, though, again on the intercept. Has a go herself. And easily saved by Hughes. Ferris just goes long over the top to Gouchon. Might get this initially, no. Manette back to Espes. Oh, and that's a poor pass. Ruby Jackson is asleep as the ball rolls past her. Dos Santos now trying to find a way forward. Well intercepted by O'Brien. And then Stewart sends it out of play for a throw. So they're undoing at the moment, the Manly team. Advantage is played. And a free kick. Switch early to Luchmeyer. come back on that right foot. Still going here. Luchmeyer, lovely mazy run. Bates steps in brilliantly. It's Phillips now. Lovely layoff to Luchmeyer. Still going. Mazy run again. Arnold will stop it from going out for a corner. The home side finishing with a flurry. Vanderland does get the ball into the 6-yard box, but it went out of the field of play first. We will eventually get this goal kick. Taken very slowly by the away team. Hoisted long downfield. Initial header is from the home side. It went backwards, and then Valletta is caught by Manette. And they're coming together. A bit winded after that one. Last potential attacking opportunity here. Ferris sends it right in. Vanderland trying to lay it down, but apparently backing in and grabbing the jersey whilst doing it. Referee not a fan of that. Switch it early here to Roberts. Goes long towards Scopesis, but oh, what a great pass there from Valletta. It's Jackson now. Well, this could break kindly here for the Bulls. And here's Dos Santos. Roberts coming back, chasing back well. Oh, it's great work from the centre half. Still stuck in this corner. Oh, not a great clearance there by the goal scorer, Osborne. Gives away a corner. So one last thing left to defend in this first half for Manly. Probably one last chance for the home side to retake the lead. Phillips to take. It's nicely weighted. There's plenty of players there. You would think there's a free kick, given there's a head clash anyway, so we're going to have a pause here. Bates having a rub at the back of the head. Whilst the Bulls player, not entirely sure who it is. To be Barwick Gray. Who's down, it makes sense. Two centre halves going together, and rightly so. The referee has called for half time. Somewhat subdued end to what has been a cagey affair so far here from Northbridge Oval between the Bulls Academy team and Manly United. Not to script, some would say. 1-1 as they both head to the sheds. Goals, first of all, to Amber Luchmeyer heading in from close range after they punish a poor giveaway from Manly United, only then to be punished themselves 120 seconds, no more, later with a fierce shot from outside the box by Kayla Osborne to level the scores. Outside of that, there wasn't too many other chances. One goal was denied for a foul on Ashley Hughes by Brittany Gentle as she eventually thrashed it home. Not much else to speak of in terms of goalmouth action. It has been very tense and very cagey in the Northern Corridor derby. Stay with us. 3 points still at stake here in this matchday 11 game between the Bulls Academy and Manly United. Half time, 1-1. Northbridge Oval for match day 11 of the National Women's Premier League competition. Coming to you live on the official YouTube channel of Football New South Wales. Second half about to get underway here between the Bulls Academy and Manly United. 1 goal apiece after the first 45 minutes in a tight affair between two sides that are evenly matched. Manly United looking to pick up their first points against a side sitting in the top 4 and to keep pace with them as well. A win will do them a huge boost of confidence and keep them in the mix as we approach the halfway point of the season. But they've got a long way to go yet. And whilst they've been good, they have been susceptible to an error or two, which is why the first goal was scored for the Bulls. Meanwhile, for the home side, to pause momentarily as the misplaced touch from Barry Gray was almost pounced upon by Gentle. Was lucky that it had a bit of whip on it, that throw. Is O'Brien for Manly. Chooses to go back in the end. Guilty of giving the ball away a couple of times. And now Dos Santos has some room to move into. Finds Valletta. Goes back to Dos Santos. Moves ball through to Patria Phillips. Is hoisted away by Osborne. Manly, for the most part, have defended very well. And just like that, they force another long ball forward by the home side that doesn't amount to anything meaningful. Retriever just goes long up the top again. Initially by Capestas. It's not great work from Gentle, and Lutschmeyer can break away here. Amber Lutschmeyer can't find a shot on target. Well defended and covered in the end by Bates once again. He's done that a couple of times today. Osborne just hoisting it long. Phillips with a risky ball. And Stewart just hoists it forward. Barrett Gray's got some work to do. Work to do indeed by Gentle. And interesting call here. There was a coming together between Gentle and Barrett Gray, who had stumbled and fallen over. And then definitely had a tug at the striker. The referee said it wasn't enough. That's not where the throw's meant to be taken from. The two lines confusing people. Well, that is confusing. These multi-purpose pitches are difficult to play on. Fortunately, Arnold going towards the yellow line. Osborne finds Minette. Does well. And a look gets Stewart down the line as well. Shed O'Brien in company. Tries to put in a ball towards Gentle. Work initially there by the Bulls fullback under pressure. There was a substitution at half time for the home side. Daniela Naimi is on the field now.
Ball. Handball, ref. What are you looking at? Bloody useless.
Ruckus home fans not happy with the colour of the calls. They weren't particularly noisy when the eventual red card was on show for the Bulls, but meanwhile they've come forward with Luchmeier. Naimi now getting close to putting that ball down the touchline, but great cover again from Arnold at the back. She's been immense when it comes to those recovery tackles. Naimi finds Luchmeier. Dos Santos now. Come out to Sojourn. Ferris with a decent cross in. Drever goes long over the top. So work to do here for Barwick Gray and does it brilliantly. And finds Naimi, but Naimi only finds Osborne, who wants the run of Stewart and will get it. She's onside here, Nicole Stewart. One-on-one here with Melly. It's got no support. And eventually wins the throw. Good cover from the fullback. Quiet game today for Jasmine Melly. Most of the players come down the left-hand side for the Bulls Academy in the first half. And O'Brien wins a free kick here. Dos Santos guilty of holding the player back. Another chance here now for Manly. Bates is across to take this one. Alongside Arnold. And it comes. It's nicely weighted. There's plenty of players there. It's bobbling around. And eventually it goes out for play on. And now Luchmeier breaks away with lightning pace. Tries to switch it across, but Arnold is covering well. And then a poor pass to Jackson. That came at her like a red or knots. Oh, wonderful tackle from the fullback. Referee plays on though. Here's Naimi now. Will try to take Arnold on. Glides past her easily. Will go for goal herself, and it just has to be palmed away by Drever in goals. Ferris just sends it in. Not the right ball. Here's Naimi now, though. Luchmeier back to Naimi. Who looks to go round Roberts. As well to keep it in. It falls kindly here for Luchmeier! Fortune favours the brave. She swings it onto the third hole of the golf course behind her with the celebration. The cowbells are ringing and the home side are back in front. Naimi already making a difference on this right-hand side. Broken play is taken to full advantage by the home side. Manly's hard work undone.
Let's go again, Bulls.
If they tried this kickoff routine again, Manly, it actually works on this occasion. Finds Osborne now. There's the ball into Osborne's path here. Barwick Gray, immense once again. need to find a way to get back on level terms again. And that's fallen kindly into the path of Stewart. Oh, and had too many thoughts in her mind. Was she offside? Does she go for a cross or a shot? In the end, it was neither of those things. It came to her fortuitously. You could just see that there was hesitation in the mind of the winger. But that was the chance that they were looking for there. The team in blue, they needed a lucky break. And it didn't fall when it did fall their way. Advantage was not taken. Once again, Manly find themselves down to a side in the top four. It's Naimi to Luchmeyer. His touch is a little heavy. Here's Osborne, who's had a great game. O'Brien with a missed kick, which works out in her favour. That's great work from Melly. And that's great work from Stewart to find O'Brien, who's not sure what she was trying there. That was far too fancy from where she was. She had acres of room to run into. Manly, again, just guilty of gifting themselves too much opportunities to actually score. Now Osborne will drive forward, has Stewart out wide and uses her. Stewart again. Can't go past Melly, who's having a great second half so far. Arnold long with the throw. Barwick great. Has had Gentle completely in the pocket today. Gentle with a nice turn there, though. There's a bit of communication between her and Stewart. Here's a Rye. Cross in from the striker. Not at all dangerous. Bulls starting to move with confidence now. That's a wonderful ball from Ferris down the line. Here's Luchmeyer into Vanderlaan. Maintains possession. Only momentarily, though. It's nice work there from Manly as they play out of trouble. Gentle played down the touchline. And the referee does give a free kick for a little nudge in the back on Valletta by Gentle. Stood long upfield. Pass from Osborne, can't find Manette. It's the one thing that Manly have been guilty of a little bit today, is just holding onto the ball for a little bit too long. Free kick given. Ball forward from Ferris, finds Valletta. Jackson is well in, throws her body at the ball to send it out of the field of play. Approaching the hour mark now, if you're just joining us. Bulls Academy 2, Manly 1. Courtesy of a goal from this woman, Mutchalaya, who's gone round all of them. And almost Lionel Messi's her way towards the goal as this ball forward is poorly communicated between both Hughes and Barwick Gray, but the strength of the centre half wins the ball off Stewart. So John gets it out now to Valletta. That's nice play from the home side again as they move the ball really well. Valletta finds Naimi. It doesn't go past Arnold on that occasion. Valletta doesn't go past O'Brien either. Here's Jackson now for Manly to Osborne. Trying to go long up to Manette. Jackson is going to ask for a substitution here. It doesn't feel good. Looks like it's going to be a double change potentially here as Arnold comes off as well. Whelan and Sienna Dale are coming on.
Let's go, Bulls!
Will the changes provide the necessary lifeblood for Manly, like it did for the home side, who got the first goal of this second half, and will look to maintain their lead this time around. Here's Phillips. Gets away with it there. Oh, that's lovely play. And here comes Ferris. Finds Dos Santos on the turn. Who finds a shot, but it's intercepted. Driva goes long up towards Manette, who's flick on from Gentle is good. Dale's onto this. Sienna Dale one-on-one here with Sujan. Tries to find a ball across and just takes a deflection away. Bulls survive. And now the ball forward through to Luchmeyer is good. Here she is for 3-1. Great save, Driva. Still Vanderland with a chance to make it 2 goals in this second half of the home side, but her shot is sliced wide. And Manly survive a major scare. In that reshuffle of the players coming on and off. Nicole Stewart has gone back into left back. Sienna Dale moving into left wing. Here's Roberts now. Excuse me, that's Bates. Trevor just goes high again. Ferris with an uncoordinated clearance, but it works out. Now here's Dos Santos again, out to Naimi. Good ball across. There's only one way that the centre half can head that one. Emma Bates, and that's out for a corner. Very open game now. Santos to take this corner. As they look to stretch their lead, there's plenty of players waiting for it. Gets to no one, and now Osborne looks to break. Second touch is too heavy. And here's Phillips from range, deflected. And then well saved by Drever, who just pushes it away. Comes the corner this time from Phillips. Drever just gets a hand to it. Plenty of players waiting for it. Manly United scramble it clear. DeSantis does well enough. Comes back to Phillips again. It's deflected. It'll be a free kick. As Emily Minette was on the ground, there was lots of hacking and slashing there from all the players. And Drever goes long first time. Up to Osborne, whose touch is good, to Gentle. But Barrett Gray was on the bike early. Osborne gets a cross in, but easily saved by Hughes in the end. Excuse, that was Whelan there on the ball previously. New player on, of course. Ball's just to every second ball at the moment. As a substitution is being made. On comes Anna Horger-Scott. Off comes Olivia Vanderland. He's had a tough innings today. Hasn't received much quality ball. Sajan now tries to switch it towards Valletta. Just keep this in play. Horger-Scott to the path of Lutschmeyer. Gets there ahead of Bates. Once again, Drever goes long over the top. Ferris does well to win it. Osborne touches initially heavy. She keeps the ball, which is most important for Manly. Here's Dale now. His touch is a little heavy. Tries to provide some sort of inspiration with a flick of the ball. Oh, Lutschmeyer does well. Roberts is there with a hefty tackle. Wants the ball. Just stood on it a bit. Both players are going to be a little ginger. Both players seem to be okay, which is good. Ball over the top didn't work. And Whelan will get this first. And there's Manette, who has Gentle down the line if she can find her. Brindley Gentle onside, but the pass doesn't have the angle. And that's a glorious opportunity missed for Manly. They had a Gentle in acres of space, and Manette just couldn't find her. This is a good run by Hawker Scott, who finds Dos Santos. Just tearing down the wing at the moment. Nice to play Phillips. But doesn't find the pass on this occasion. Play out of trouble again. It's nice work from O'Brien. Now Bates goes up to Dale. Just tries to ride the challenge of Melly and wins the free kick. Referee not happy with the extra attention that the fullback put on the winger. And now they'll throw a few players forward here, Manly. Doesn't get past the first line of defence. Not a great delivery in. Despesis just hoists it forward. Great pass, Eva. And now the Bulls look to counter. Phillips can get there first, but Stewart is well back, and Ndriva just hoists it long. This will find O'Brien, and that is a lovely touch to bring it down. Ball over the top initially is missed, and then O'Brien again, guilty of a really sloppy pass, especially in those attacking positions. It's been Manly's Achilles heel today. Just haven't found that brilliance in the final third. Here comes the goal kick now. Hughes sends it long. Headed straight back by Bates. Put down nicely by Gentle. Manette gets tangled up though. Barwick Gray gives it away. But she's lucky in the end because it falls kindly to Phillips. Naimi up against Scott here. This should be a good battle. Wins the corner in the end. Santos with the corner. Ndriva just has to punch it. Barwick Gray back across the face of goal, but misses that far upright. Good early ball here to Whelan. And there will be a substitution here. On comes Ellie Kerr. Not entirely sure who for. Looks like it could be Chloe O'Brien that's gone off. Oh no, it hasn't. It's maybe Ava Roberts that's come off. Bates goes long. Oh, looks mired as well. Finds Dos Santos, but Bates is there. Manly have done that well today. There's Ava Roberts that has come off. Interesting call. Been solid at the back today. Can't say that she was at fault for any of the goals that went in via Abeluchmaya. Of course, has a double today. Here's a Osborne now, not Minette. Stewart goes out towards Dale. It's a poor clearance for Melly, so it gives Manly a second chance. Dale needs to find the pass. Still hasn't gone towards Osborne, but wins the free kick in the end. And a yellow card to boot, which I'm sure is going to please all the home support here. Also, I should mention as well that a lot of the players are wearing blue ribbons today in their hair and then the armbands as well, in celebration of International or Women's Football Week as well. One of the fastest growing sports in the world still, and getting stronger and stronger year by year. Here comes this corner now. Free kick from Bates now. It's well weighted. It's falling around. It's bobbling around. O'Brien's there. Plenty of players are there. And it's flicked straight towards the hands of Hughes in goal. United just kept getting in each other's way there. Osborne cops on the nose. And it tries to go back to Kerr. Ferris just sends it out. 15 minutes to go here. Northbridge still 2-1. Manly now throwing the kitchen sink forward. Is Kerr in the corner. That's a nice ball across, but no one really supported up. Here's O'Brien now. She's just going to go long into the box. Ferris will just head away. Kerr heads it back in. And Barrett Gray will just put it where it's in a non-threatening position. Osborne tries to flick it on towards Minette, does so. Nice turn by Whelan. Finds Stewart. That's Dale out wide and uses her. Just keeps it in. Oh, lovely turn from Dale. That's great work from her. Back into Britley Gentle, who can't get a firm touch to it. Gentle just hoists it forward. Sorry, not Gentle, Stewart there. That was a great opportunity. Gentle just couldn't find the touch. Dale getting out well and winning that as well. And that's a good flick on. Dos Santos is on the end of this now. Lutschmeyer wants it, but Stewart is back. And Stewart sends it out for a throw. And the home side survive. And they're in no rush, obviously, to take this throw in, as a couple of substitutions are being ready as well for both sides. On comes Tamirez Souza for the home side. And Lucy Richards is coming on as well for Manly. And it looks like it's going to be Capesas coming on for Manly. And Dos Santos is off for the Bulls. Back to Naimi here. His ball across is picked up easily by Drever. I know where this one's going. Straight up over the top. Barwick Gray, what a sight to behold in the air. Lovely work there by Whelan. That's Kerr. Gets the run of Richards. Ball across is nice, but it's well intercepted by Ferris. That was much better for Manly. Lutschmeyer. Brilliant work again. It's tucked by herself, but Well won. It's Gentle now, looking for options, just trying to find a way through, and we'll get it to Dale here. Cuts back. Here's Sienna Dale. Sienna Dale equalises for Manly, and it's 2-2. The substitutes make the difference for the away side. And in their best passage of play inside 80 minutes, they find a goal. Much needed for their season. Ashley Hughes will be disappointed. Couldn't quite get a firm hand to it to put it away from the far post. And we do now have a showdown with 10 minutes to go here at Northbridge. Where will the momentum lie? Naomi keeps it in. Osborne's got cramp. That's not good for Manly. Lovely work from Naomi. Cross comes in. O'Brien solid at the back. Not a great touch from Sousa initially. Has to be careful. Still going. So good on the ball. Naomi now out to wide up against Stewart. Goes round her with such ease. Getting to the byline, but Stewart is there and then hoisted away by Bates. Here's Melly now, still in. Everyone's stopped. And Bates just hoists it away. And then Richards just pumps it forward. Ferris, who's moved to fullback, sees it away. Can Manly get a snatch and grab victory here? O'Brien goes long. Flicked on by Gentle in the path of Kerr. And that's a nice ball across. There's Dale! Oh, the post brilliantly saved. Barwick Gray away, and then Hughes jumps up and catches it. Redemption for the goalkeeper. What a leap from Dale, who almost had a second. And then Hughes just hoists it away. Manly have the momentum here. Minette beats a couple, finds Dale. Puts it in towards Gentle. Minette heads it across the 18-yard line. Kerr goes up. And hoisted long, but Hughes with an easy grab. O'Brien just sends it back downfield. Not many options up top here for the Bulls. This one will go through to Drever with an interesting rollout, a little bit of a hospital pass. And the free kick will be given. Sending a few players forward here, the home side. O'Brien's there to just nudge it away from danger. Pulsating action here in the National Premier League Women's Competition. Goals to either side, both sides of the first and second half. Here's Sousa now. It's a good ball forward to Lechmeyer. The intended target on all occasions. Lovely work from Valletta, who gets the ball across. There's no one there. And then Stewart has to see it out. Keeps it out from a corner as well under the pressure of Naomi. Ball still with the Bulls. Phillips rolls the tackle, but can't go past. Bates again, who's been stoic at the back. Manly throw everyone back to defend this one. Phillips across the take. Comes all the way in, and then headed across the face of goal onto the roof of the net. Ferris goes very close. Drever caught in no man's land there. She rolls it out to Richards. Goes long up to Gentle. It's missed a few players. Manly just weren't there in time. Osborne getting an important touch. The ball headed clear. Shemaya will win the corner with her pressure. Anywhere will do for either side at this stage. Plenty of time for either side to grab a goal. Maybe even one each, maybe even two more for either side. Phillips to the corner again. Drever just slaps it away, does what she needs to do. Put it out of danger. Ferris sends it back in. Valletta. Luchmeyer wants it. It'll go all the way over to Naimi, who just puts it back in the mix-up. Dale does enough. Barwick-Gray with a hit and hopeful. And this will be a free kick, you think. As Luchmeyer crashes into Drever. And they play it short here, Manly. Here's O'Brien. Out to Richards now. We'll go to Kerr, who keeps this in well. Kerr striding forward, looking for options, still with Kerr. Kerr all the way, lovely ball in. Dale is offside. Seems a little too easy. A perfect run. Almost. Hughes hoists it upfield. Osborne with her head. Drops kindly for Luchmeyer. They've got to be careful with it here, Manly. They do enough. Bates sends it away. Only as far as Valletta, though. Here's Phillips. Trying to find Luchmeyer, who's offside this time. Drever now will look to go out to Richards once more. Tries to find Gentle, but doesn't find the targets, too heavy. Manly refusing to let Hughes play short. Osborne does enough. And now Whelan. Touch is too heavy. Sue's up. Doesn't quite lose the ball. Hughes just goes long. And that will be a handball on Osborne. It just bounced up quite high. And they get away with getting it quickly out from their feet. Here the Bulls. Phillips now tries to find the ball into Luchmeyer. Lovely first touch. Second one just couldn't quite switch onto a preferred foot. This ball will find Manette here. He tries to flick it on to Dale. Would have probably been better served going towards Gentle. Here's Osborne now. Goes into Kerr. The pass there from O'Brien. Back out to Richards. Think it towards Manette. Can't find the touch forward. It's a little bit too complicated at the moment for Manly. Here's Bates now. And that's a good switching ball, but it's well read by Melly. Manette's back initially. Favourable. Couple of bounces there for the keeper. Drever goes long again up to Dale. Got some work to do. Oh, that's an important touch there from Sajan. She needed that, otherwise Dale was in. And hoisted long here from Hughes, up in the air. Naomi with the touch. Heavy. Here's Whelan. Pass there from O'Brien. Not good. She's been immense everywhere else. Defensively in particular, but those passes have just been a little astray today. Switching ball out to Naomi. Here comes the threat. Into Melly. Crosses it early towards Driva. It's back post. Schmeier couldn't get on the end of it. Driva just goes over the top. Gentle ball watching, and now it's Dale, who was tripped a couple of times, but allowed to play on. Switching ball. A lovely touch from Whelan. Uses the cricket pitch to her advantage as well with a nice first touch. It's Kerr now. Kerr trying to get to the byline. Valletta's in well. Manly have a corner here as we hit 90 minutes at Northbridge Oval. You would think that there's a little bit of stoppage time remaining. Is this the moment for Manly? Bates to take. It's well weighted. There's players there. Gentle is one of them. A free kick will be given as Gentle goes straight into the back. It looks to be Gemma Ferris with an immense header. We're going to be 3 or 4, maybe even 5 minutes of stoppage time. Plenty of subs today, and there's been some stoppages for injury. Ball goes upfield. Osborne with the first win. Now it's Whelan. Can't win the first one, but then Stewart steps in and just heads it upfield with a long ball. But just didn't want to take any chances. But then the Bulls are guilty of giving the ball away and allowing Manly the chance. Kerr lets the ball roll really well past Valletta. A couple of deflections are handy for Hughes, and she just goes high into space. Schmeier with a great header. O'Brien goes wide to Stuart Well. That's a good ball from Stuart, but Dale is well offside, and that is full time. What appeared to be maybe 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage time only ends up being a couple. And that draws the curtains close on what has been a pulsating match in the North Shore rivalry between the Bulls Academy and Manly United. 4 goals today, split across both halves, 1 apiece in each of them, couldn't be separated either side of 45 minutes. Goal in the first half, as I mentioned, to Amber Lutschmeier and Kayla Osborne. Sent them to the sheds at evens. And then it was once again a repeat of the script in the second half. Amber Lutschmeier getting on the end of a second ball after a loose cross, or loose clearance from the Manly defence. But only for that to be cancelled out by Manly once again, this time by the substitute Sienna Dale, who did well to get a shot away, a decent shot away, and force an equaliser. Ashley Hughes got down to it, but maybe could have done a little better. But take nothing away from Manly. They made the changes when they needed to and have claimed a point against the top 4 side in 2026 to keep their season alive and remain close to the leaders of this season. It's been a pleasure once again to call this beautiful game for you. I hope you enjoyed this matchup between these two fantastic sides. Full time here at Northbridge. My name is Don Rizzuto. Bulls Academy 2, Manly United 2.